Filthy Rich, Dirty Secrets of the World's First Billionaire Vertical Bar, Dark History with True Horror Stories. Chapter 1. The Rise of Malcolm Blackwood. Malcolm Blackwood, a mysterious and enigmatic figure, stood as the embodiment of wealth and power. He was the world's first billionaire, a man whose fortune seemed boundless. However, behind the glitz and glamour of his extravagant lifestyle lay a dark history and a series of true horror stories that would shake the world to its core. Born into poverty, Malcolm's childhood was filled with hardship and despair. His parents struggled to make ends meet, living in a dilapidated house on the outskirts of town. Determined to escape the clutches of destitution, Malcolm made a pact with himself. He would amass unimaginable wealth, no matter the cost. Chapter 2. A Deal with the Devil. As Malcolm Blackwood grew older, his hunger for power and wealth intensified. In his relentless pursuit, he stumbled upon a secret society known as the Order of Shadows. Rumored to have connections to the occult, this clandestine group promised Malcolm the means to fulfill his ambitions. In a secret ceremony, Malcolm made a deal with the devil himself. The price? His soul. With this pact sealed, Malcolm gained access to supernatural forces, becoming untouchable in the world of business and finance. Chapter 3. Twisted Success. Malcolm's rise to power was swift and ruthless. His shrewd business tactics, coupled with his newfound dark powers, allowed him to manipulate markets, crush competitors, and control governments. He amassed a vast empire that spanned industries and continents, leaving no stone unturned. However, as Malcolm's wealth grew, so did the darkness within him. Haunted by the consequences of his actions, he became a recluse, surrounded by an aura of dread and paranoia. His employees whispered tales of strange rituals, sacrificed lives, and even more sinister acts hidden behind the closed doors of his opulent mansion. Chapter 4. The Curse Unleashed. One fateful night, a group of intrepid investigators uncovered a series of shocking revelations about Malcolm Blackwood. As they delved deeper into his dark history, they stumbled upon a cursed artifact hidden within his mansion, an ancient talisman said to grant unimaginable power, but at a great cost. Unbeknownst to them, the artifact had been awakened, and a malevolent force now roamed the corridors of Blackwood Manor. The investigators became entangled in a web of supernatural horrors as the spirits of those wronged by Malcolm's actions sought revenge. Chapter 5. Descent into Madness. As the investigators faced unspeakable terrors, Malcolm Blackwood's sanity began to crumble. Haunted by the tormented spirits and plagued by his own guilt, he was forced to confront the consequences of his insatiable greed. In a desperate attempt to rid himself of the curse, Malcolm sought redemption. He embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the ancient origins of the talisman, traveling to remote corners of the world and encountering dark forces along the way. Chapter 6. The Final Confrontation. Malcolm's quest led him to a forgotten temple deep within a treacherous jungle. There, he faced a final reckoning with the forces that had haunted him. The spirits of his victims materialized, each one representing a piece of his tainted soul. In a climactic battle between light and darkness, Malcolm fought to reclaim his humanity. The outcome would determine not only his fate, but the fate of the world itself. As he confronted the horrors of his past, he realized that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in the bonds of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Epilogue. A Legacy of Redemption. Malcolm Blackwood emerged from the temple a changed man. He renounced his dark powers, vowing to use his immense wealth for the betterment of society. He established charitable foundations, funded scientific research, and dedicated his life to helping those less fortunate. The true horror stories of Malcolm Blackwood's past would forever serve as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked greed and the pursuit of power. His tale would go down in history as a cautionary tale, inspiring future generations to seek a different path, one that valued integrity, empathy, and the preservation of one's humanity above all else. And thus, the dark history of the world's first billionaire came to an end, leaving behind a legacy of redemption and a glimmer of hope for a brighter future.